They say good things take time, and I've pushed that to the limit. From chaos and constant DIY to turning this boat into a home. But this week, everything changes. A fresh coat of paint, a whole new look, and finally, the new name is revealed. So I'm back here now at New Concept Boats, and the last time I saw the boat, it had the 2 coats of primer on. Since then they've done all the undercoating and they're now on with the top coats. So let's go and have a little look at how it's looking. And the other thing that's happened is I've bought another boat. Oh. Welcome to my new boat, HMS Grumpy. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that name yet. 57 foot ex-R&D semi-trad tug style. But there's a lot of work to do. But she's a beautiful boat, and when she's done, she'll be magnificent. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness, and I can't wait for my mum and dad to see this, because I've never in my life had anything like brand new, like a brand new car or anything, and this, it looks brand new, doesn't it? It looks amazing. So they're the portholes and the mushroom vents from the top and all the extra bits. What they've done is they've coated them in black for me. So, because they were brass before and they looked all tarnished and horrible, and I want it to be easy for me so I'm not having to give them a good rubbing. But wow. Just look at this boat. It's now starting to feel like a pirate boat again. It's currently 8:30 in the morning and I'm on the River Weaver here, and just over there is New Concept Boats, and at 9 o'clock I'm going to be meeting with my signwriter. So I'm quite excited about this process, but I'm also really nervous. So Charlotte's arrived. She's currently now just cleaning the panels off and getting ready. We've finally decided on the name, and then underneath the name it's going to say, instead of Pirate Tug number 2, because everything about the boat's piratey, it's going to say Rum Tug number 2. The wench will always be with me, the Rum Wench. She's going in a panel completely on her own, and the name for the boat is going to be the Jolly Roger. We've completely flipped this. New boat, new name, and new adventures. So if you didn't already know, the pirate flag is called a Jolly Roger, and there wasn't really anything jolly about it. You know, this was created to sort of warn people and scare people off, and the pirates made it as spooky as they could, so it contained skulls, bones, cutlasses, and lots of different pirates did different takes on the Jolly Roger. But the main thing about it was to warn all other boats that there were pirates in the area, and hopefully they would give all their goods without a fight.
Okay, so what we've done, we've had these all repainted because they were in brass. We've re-drilled and tapped all the threads because the old ones were snapped. We've got some new window tape round there to seal it, and we'll also go round it and make sure it's watertight.
When I put my last video out with my shortlisted names and I was asking everybody to vote, it was a very close call between the Jolly Roger and the Pirate's Dream. And at one point one was winning, at another point another one was winning, and then people were also suggesting on Instagram and Facebook, but it'd be really good if I could have part of the other on the boat too, wouldn't it? So let's see how this sign writing's going on. So Charlotte, how long have you been doing this for then?
I've been painting boats over 10 years, but then I went into sign writing while I was working there, so they trained me, and then went on my own about 6 years ago.
And you used to live on a boat?
Yeah, it's great fun over on a boat. Just kids made me move off, sadly.
Another good thing that's happened is they've got the fire out, so they've had a good look at it and ordered a new collar piece for the top and a new back plate, because it seems the rest of the fire's all right, it just needs a good clean down and painting. So they're hopefully going to get time to get that sorted as well whilst it's here, which would be great, because the fire was one of the other things I was worried about. So it's just occurred to me that I haven't showed you my new image. So I took the original Rum Wench, had a faff about and a fiddle about with her, and made her look a little bit more grown up, as we say. And then I've added obviously a picture of little Bonny in there, because Bonny is part of this journey and for future adventures to come. So then I've given that to the sign writer, and obviously with her being an artist, she's going to put her own little flair and creativity on it, because it's just an idea and then you let the artist develop it. What you see here is all the storage solutions that they've come up with, because as you know, when I got grumpy, didn't have much storage, and they've been building me all these wonderful cabinets. They've all been lacquered and they're just drying out now, so I can't wait to see them in situ. They're just looking amazing. I mean, look at the curves and the finish on that. So what other things do you paint besides boats then?
I do anything really, lots of vehicles, so trucks, cars, trains we've done. Yeah, and then any shops, signs, anything really, whatever you want.
Yeah, see, there's no ends to your talents. It's really nice to see everybody getting on now with all those finishing touches. So Charlotte's doing the sign writing, the guys are doing the coach lines, getting any extra coats on that needed to be on. So it's all coming together now, and then next week the Jolly Roger is going to be launched into the River Weaver. So it's right exciting. So we're going to have a big renaming ceremony, and that involves talking to Poseidon and doing some sort of sacrifice, I think. So that's it, that's the end of day one on the sign writing, and I just think it looks absolutely amazing. And what was nice being there for most of the day today is watching them all working, everyone. There's like a team of 5 or 6 people working on that boat, and it's just wonderful. But next week the boat is going to be launched and it's going down onto the river. So I'm going to spend a few days on there getting the boat all cleaned out and all sorted, and then I'll be taking it up the ship canal. Good morning everyone, we're back at New Concept Boats today, so let's go and see how Charlotte the signwriter is getting on with the new boat. So what do you think, eh? It looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? And the guys at New Concept Boats, they have just been amazing. They couldn't have done enough for me. And Charlotte with the sign writing, she's been wonderful to work with. We've been back and forth all the time having conversations because I wanted to try and include all of the ideas. So I wanted to include the Rum Wench, who should always be sailing with me, cruising with me. So she's on the boat. I wanted to incorporate the pirate's dream somewhere, and then by calling it the Jolly Roger, I flipped it from grumpy, and it's also very piratey. So it's just everything I've wanted and all the ideas, and a massive thank you to you lot for suggesting all these things. It had my brain going overload. It really, really did. In fact, so much so, it's time for a rum, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the boat launch. So we're going to have something a little bit different. This is a limited edition. This is Kraken Black Spice Rum, Dark Caramel and Cornish Sea Salt. So let's give this a try. I've actually got a couple of bottles of this and I've never tried it, so here we go. And whilst I'm pouring this, a huge thank you to this week's pirate crew. Thank you for everything you do, because it absolutely means the world to me, especially at the moment. Now I've got a bank loan. So thank you very, very much. So there we go. It's quite a big one. That's why I miss having my little nipple glasses, because they give you just the perfect measure, but they're currently on grumpy. I mean, the Jolly Roger. I don't think I'll ever stop saying that, will I? Anyway, cheers everyone. Just wet the lips. Woohoo! Hey, I tell you what, that is lovely. It reminds me a little bit of the coffee rum, but it's not a coffee flavour. This is caramel. It's like very flavoursome, but you still get the kick with it, which is really, really nice. So the boat is being launched this week. And at the weekend, I'm going to be at the Anderton Boat Lift. There's a big pirate event going on. It's going to be absolutely amazing. 21st, 22nd. So I'm actually really excited for it. But anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. If you have enjoyed it, please do give me a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, absolutely free. But before I go, just a huge thank you to my lovely, gorgeous patrons. So that's it. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.